Hi everyone, this is Jake. Today is going to be the first chapter of Korean Language 101. Today we're going to learn some basic sentence structure that will be a fundamental for upcoming lessons. Before I get into it, I'd like you to prepare a note and a pen to write down the things that we're going to learn today. So if you're ready, without further ado, let's get right into it. Hmm. Korean Language 101 with Jake. This is going to be level 1 for absolute beginners. And title of chapter 1 is 저는 한국 사람이에요. 저는 한국 사람이에요 means I am Korean. 저는 is I. 한국 is Korea. 사람 is a person. 이에요 is am. Meaning I am Korean. I am Korea person. So this is the major difference between English and Korean. You have to use the verb at the end of the sentence. That is final. It's always in this order. So the real goal of chapter 1 is for you to get used to this sentence structure that uses verb at the end of the sentence. I, Korea person, am. This cup is, meaning this is a cup. So 저는 한국 사람이에요. Let's check out some vocabs. So what I want you to do is repeat after what I say. Read it out loud. Okay? Make sure you read it out loud. The first vocab of the day is 저. 한국. 중국. 미국, 학생, 사람, 선생님, 나라, 이거, 저거, 그리고, 친구. Expressions. Today we're going to learn how to say hello. Hello is 안녕. 안녕하세요. 안녕하십니까. You might wonder why there's 3 versions of a simple word hello. It's because we have to change the ending style of each sentences by the level of politeness that you want to express. For example, if you're talking to your friend, you might want to use the simplest version there is, which is 안녕. 안녕? Sounds almost like hey, 안녕? And 안녕하세요 is politer than 안녕. So when you meet a stranger, you probably want to say 안녕하세요 instead of 안녕. 안녕하세요. 저는 Jake예요. Meaning, hello, I'm Jake. 안녕하십니까 is a most formal version of saying hello. And it can be used when you're in a formal situations, like if you're in a business meeting, or if you meet someone that you really have to pay respect to, someone like your boss, or when you join the army, you use this form to your superiors. And if you're making a public speech, you probably want to use this form. So as you can see by these examples, 안녕하십니까, the highest level of politeness, can be a bit too formal for normal situations. So you probably want to go with 안녕하세요 for now. So that's the reason why we're going to learn 안녕하세요, this level of politeness first, and eventually we're going to learn how to use the casual form and then the most formal form. But first, we're going to focus on this yo level. That ends with yo. Grammar part. So the first grammar that we're going to learn today is how I'd like to call it as Korean be verb because it is a be verb of Korean. If you think about the be verb, it's either am is are, but it's 예요 in Korean. 예요. And although it's written as 예요, it's also pronounced as 에요. So it's either 예요 or 에요. What is really important in Korean grammar is for you to see if the noun ends with the consonant or vowel. For example, my name Jake ends with vowel, so you go for 에요. Whereas 학생, which means student, ends with a consonant, so you go for 이에요. So 학생이에요. 저는 제이크예요. 저는 I 제이크예요. Jake am meaning I am Jake. 저는 제이크예요. 저는 학생이에요. I am a student. 저는 학생이에요. If you were just learning Korean, this can be very confusing to think if the noun ends with the consonant or vowel. But actually, most Koreans don't even think about how the noun ends, but just use whatever comes naturally. If you try to pronunciate each one, you'll find out that using ayo for the noun that ends with vowel and using 이에요 for the noun that ends with the consonant flows way smoother. 저는 학생이에요. 저는 제이크예요. 저는 학생이에요. 저는 제이크예요. 이거는 마이크예요. 이거는 커피예요. 참 좋아요. Let's move on. The second grammar of the day is 은는 이가, which I would like to call it as subject markers. What does the subject markers do in a sentence is that it marks what the subject is in the sentence. It indicates what the subject is in the sentence. This can be a bit confusing. Why do we even need to use this particle to mark what the subject is? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Well, for most of the time, it's pretty obvious, but when the sentence gets longer and longer and it gets a bit vague what is the subject in the sentence, that's when you want to use the subject marker. So it doesn't have any meaning. So if it doesn't have any meaning, what if we just skip it and just go right into it? It still works. It still works. For example, 저 학생이에요 would still work, meaning I am a student. 저 학생이에요. So the word 저는 that I've been keep using it is actually a combination of 저, which means I, and 는, which is the subject marker that marks 저 is the subject of the sentence. So this is the subject marker. 저는 I. 저. And you also have to know how the noun ends. Because if the noun ends with the vowel, you want to use 는 or 가. And if a word ends with the consonant, you want to use 은 or 이. For example, Jake ends with vowel, so I'll probably say Jake는 학생이에요. Jake는 학생이에요. And Jack ends with a consonant, so you want to use 은 or 이. Jack은 미국 사람이에요. Jack은 미국 사람이에요. Jack is American. Jack is an American. Jake는 학생이에요. So you'll see the two versions of each subject markers, 는, 가, or 은, 이. They're pretty much interchangeable. But the first one is more usual. 는 and 은 is usual choice. So for most of the time, using 은, 는 would be a usual choice, and 가, 이 tend to be used when you want to emphasize the subject in a sentence. And don't forget, it can also be skipped. Jake는 학생이에요. Jake is a student. Jake가 학생이에요. Also means Jake is a student. So it's pretty much interchangeable. Jack은 미국 사람이에요. Jack이 미국 사람이에요. 좋습니다. Let's practice. 저는 중국 사람이에요. So as you can see here, if you change 중국 part into your own nationality, that means I am Korean, I am American, I am French. You know, 저는 프랑스 사람이에요. France is 프랑스, so 저는 프랑스 사람이에요. I'm French. 저는 중국 사람이에요. 선생님, which was teacher, 선생님은 한국 사람이에요. 선생님은 한국 사람이에요. Teacher is Korean. 이거는 컵이에요. 이거는 컵이에요. This is a cup. 이거는 컵이에요. 저거는 기타예요. That is a guitar. 저거 is that and guitar, 기타 is guitar. So 저거는 기타예요. That means that's the guitar. 이거는 핸드폰이에요. 이거는 핸드폰이에요. Handphone is one of my favorite Konglish, which is a combination of hand and phone, which means cell phone. 핸드폰. From now on, this is called handphone. 그렇죠? Which makes so much sense than cell phone because nowadays you can't see the cells anymore. 핸드폰. 그렇죠? 이거는 핸드폰이에요. This is 핸드폰. 저는 한국어 선생님이에요. 저는 한국어 선생님이에요. 한국어 is Korean language. 저는 한국어 선생님이에요. is I am Korean teacher. 저는 한국어 선생님이에요. Jake는 친구예요. Jake is a friend. Jake는 친구예요. So you have to get used to this sentence structure where you use the subject and then the noun and then the verb at the end. 이거는 컵이에요. 이거는 Patagonia예요. or 이거는 마이크예요. 이거는 수염이에요. 수염 is beard. 이거는 수염이에요. 저거는 이케아 인형이에요. That is IKEA doll. IKEA is IKEA and doll is 인형. So 저거는 이케아 인형이에요. 저거는 커튼이에요. 저거는 커튼이에요. 저는 제이크예요. 저는 한국 사람이에요. Try to introduce yourself using Korean based on the things that we've learned today. Try to say I'm from some place, right? I'm Korean or your own nationality. 저는 한국 사람이에요. If you're a student, you can say I'm a student. 저는 학생이에요. We also learned how to say hello. So say hello. 안녕하세요. 저는 한국 사람이에요. 저는 학생이에요. And that will be it. Please try to memorize the vocab that we learned. It's very important for you to repeat after what I say. Read out loud. Okay? 좋아요. I haven't thought about how to close the show yet. Bye.